Alright. So let's go ahead and do this. Gimgagi, everybody. Another rainy day. We don't get too many around here, so I'm not going to complain. See, look. BDSM does save motorcycles still. That bike, well, it was raining last night, so I couldn't cover that bike up. That's a pretty good cover. Might have to go back to these covers. Not very much carrying room on this bike. That should be okay to get me to where I'm going. It's gonna be another day I wore the wrong thing to ride. Got my wallet, that's in there. Oh, that's there. Got extra batteries. Got a GoPro, that's you. And they have what I need. And the whole reason why I'm going somewhere is because of that right there. Her name, actually it's a him, is Espresso. Not like the coffee, but that was kind of what it was. This bike's first name was Decaf, because going from that to this was definitely the decaffeinated version, plus it looks like a coffee bean right there. But after I possibly might have never done it lane split, yeah, I found out that you can't do that on that, but you can do it on this, so I changed his name to Espresso. We're on our way. So I have a dealership that way that I used to go to after I bought 2 Kawasaki's. I felt like I could ride over there and I could run back and literally run, and that was pre-injury. So I used to ride my motorcycle over there, drop it off, run back home. It was like 5 miles, and it worked out. Like when I was ready, when the vehicle was ready, I would run over and then ride back. So it was a nice way to incorporate. I didn't have to get an Uber or rely on anybody. But after multiple times of disappointment from that dealership, and it's not the sales department of that dealership, it was the mechanics, and really it was the management team of the mechanics that continued to fail me. So, as you know, that I have a Kawasaki Concourse and a Kawasaki W800, and now newly added the Honda Trail 125, and I'll continue to go to the Honda dealership for its service or inspection and stuff like that. But I'm gonna ride 45 minutes to the dealership I bought my black Concourse, because not only did they have the best sales team, they have truly great individuals back in the service department. And that's going to be my point today, is when you buy a motorcycle, unless if you're mechanically inclined, unlike me, you need to make sure that you have a really good, dealership to bring your bike to, and people that you trust. But I have to ride over to this other dealership because they're the best when it comes to what I've had to get done with my motorcycles as far as the Kawasaki's. So here I am, Saturday morning, going getting this bad boy inspected, I also need a new front tire because it won't pass inspection with the one on there. But about a month ago I went in and I ordered it. I learned from the last one that I wasn't good on the back tire and needed one there, and now I'm matching this all together with a, what you guys call over there in England or Europe, yeah, I think it's all of Europe, they call it an MOT. I don't really understand what MOT stands for, but motorcycle operations test, maybe? I don't know. But over here we call it yearly inspection on our vehicles. So I got to go to my dealership and get an inspection. They basically go over and make sure that the motorcycle's safe, your brakes are within you know, size, your horn works, I don't know what else. Maybe that your bike isn't rusting apart and unsafe for you to ride. I really don't know all of the things that they check, but they give you a little sheet at the end to tell you what they inspected, and you're clear to go. And you know, obviously they also check tires. So, you know, I guess it's good, I guess it's bad. I just kind of feel like there's other states in this union that don't have inspections. They allow you to, you know, look at your motorcycle, and you know, if you're dumb enough to ride it, then feel free. I don't think you're going to hurt too many things other than yourself. So, man, yep, like you didn't wear the right clothing. But I'll be there in a half hour, 45 minutes, so everything in life is learned. You do something, something bad happens, you fix it. You do something some way, it doesn't work out, you do it again, try a different way. Well, same thing with motorcycles. You know, I bought a Yamaha, my first bike, and kind of did all the servicing myself, and servicing only meant like I played with the chain and I changed its oil, and that bike got me into the love of having two wheels. But I never really dealt with a dealership. The second bike I owned was a BMW, and you know, up in New Jersey, I felt really good with the BMW dealership. They were very friendly, you know, opening, and but I didn't own a BMW up there. I owned a BMW down here in Virginia, and I found out very quickly that I didn't like the servicing price, the time frame that it took to get your bike back, and what it took to schedule a simple service. I don't think I ever brought my motorcycle into the BMW dealership here and had a bill less than $1,200. And you'd get about 13 pages of a receipt, and every screw, nut, bolt, washer, taking off the fairings, putting on the fairings. They had everything itemized on that list, and it was always $1,200. I think an oil change was almost $1,200. But it was also the attitude that I got, and I'm not a BMW guy. You know, I'm not hoity-toity, rich and fruity. I am a blue-collar style worker, down to earth. And I found out that, yeah, it was the perfect motorcycle. The BMW R1150 RT was probably the first motorcycle and the only motorcycle the day I put my leg over it, it fit like a glove. But I found out that I didn't get along with the team there. I didn't get along with the sales team, didn't get along with the mechanics, didn't get along with their systems. Sorry, I'm gonna wipe you here. And of course I didn't get along with the price. And I'm not, again, to return back to, I'm not mechanically inclined. You know, I can take apart something, I can see how it can get taken apart. I've tried to film it, try to put things back together. And by looking at the film and the big thumbs down, could never reassemble things. So I do have to rely on other people to keep me rolling. I do what I do, that's really good. They do what they do, that's really good. And eventually I will learn simple mechanics, which is why I kind of have that Trail 125. It's a very simple motor. So I'm hoping that I'm able to play around with that a little bit more and feel more comfortable to play with a motor, and hope to God I can always put it back together. But when I bought my Kawasaki, I spoke to the mechanics of the dealership. The salesman, when I went in to buy it, I won't say it's standoffish, but literally he just let me do what I wanted to do. Sit on each bike. He was within a distance to ask questions, and at the final end I bought the concourse, and it's kind of been a love affair ever since. But I was thinking, hey, for an inspection or a quick oil change, I would just go to the 1-3, you know, or 5 miles down the street from me. But here I am, going to Newport News to get an oil, to get a yearly inspection. I'm shivering cold. And the sad thing is, I don't think it's getting any warmer. So it's going to be a shivering cold all the way home too. And my nose is running, of course. So what's great about this dealership, and why I love it actually so much, on Saturday mornings, they open at 9. And I think it's currently around 7:45 right now. The first one there gets the first thing done to their bike. And all they do is do simple inspections, oil changes, tires. They do things that take, you know, I don't know, 2 hours or less. They have told me you need a, you know, the big thing on the concourse, whatever, the big service, you know, they say if you show up and that's what you need done, they'll do it. But I think it's kind of rude to do that. I think that's kind of something you hand off and get your bike back 3 days later. So, of course, depending on how busy they are. But Saturday mornings, every Saturday morning, not the second Saturday of every month they do. No, it's every single Saturday morning. They tell you, you show up, first one in line gets whatever they need done to the bike. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, that smell of garbage. That big huge mountain, the most elevation probably by land right there, that's all of our garbage with grass sprinkled on top now. Give you another wipe here and give him a nose wipe because it's sorry, excuse me, pardon me. Oh, good God. That is, let me give you another wipe. It's humid cold right now. And the funny thing is, yeah, I know, you're gonna all make fun of me. It's 47 degrees, 46 degrees, somewhere in there. And that's Fahrenheit. Of course it is. I don't think it gets to 47 degrees Celsius. But good golly, it's just that wet cold that's going through you. I'm going like, you know, 60, 65. But, oh, I don't know. What's that with wind chill? And wet and humid. I mean, it just went right through this jacket. I kind of wish I wore something underneath. There she is. Alright, CCC. Cycle City Corp. And by the looks of things, I must be in the front row. This is very nice. See, they put a piece of metal across here. That's for your side stand. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. Oh, it's so cold. It hurts to move your fingers. That's how cold it is. Look at all that eye candy. Porn shop for men in their older age. Things that'll get you off. That looks like a lot of fun. But here it is. They sell Yamaha, BRP, Ski-Doo, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Suzuki, Honda. This is where the concourse came from. They even have a ramp here for people with a pick-me-up truck and can unload their bike. Look at him. Stunning bike. Makes you feel like $1 million every time I ride it. Let's go ahead and do a quick smoke while we wait. We have about an hour, half hour until they come out and tell us the lineup. But so far, nobody here. Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm here at the dealership, as you saw. This is not going to cooperate with me. Alright, we're going to try to make this anyway. So they are getting set up, so there's going to be some noise. Got another pipe. Muxiang, M-U-X-I-A-N-G. You guys already know what it all comes with. So I'm going to break this out. Ready? Ooh, look at that. A bag with something in it. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, so that's a sitter pipe. I think it's called a blowfish or something like that. Pipe sock with a little pipe on it. Come on. Give me a minute and I'll get it sparked up here. Also, what I got, you know, I'll try to put it down below. It was relatively cheap. It's another pipe bag that can house a pipe and room for, you know, your lighter, tamper, you know, whatever you need. It. You can put it all in there. It is small, but I wanted to show it to you. Full grain leather. So one thing that I've done over the last 3 years of pipe smoking is all I do is I put a filter in it. Took away my bits, the chewy bits, and I took away the screens and all that other stuff. So today we're going to be smoking Milan. They're out of Roanoke, Virginia. Pure Pleasure. Kind of felt like it went along with me doing this video. Coming here, working with, you know, using these guys as the guys to do my mechanic work. They made it a pure pleasure to come here. And, you know, I'll just keep coming back as long as I live near here. And I'll get all my service work done. Something would majorly have to change for me to change dealerships. So give me a second. It's so cold. It hurts to even light this. I wanted to come here and basically just tell you, if you live near Hampton Roads and you need a bike, give them check them out. The service department is A1. Very, very pleasant, very nice people, willing to talk to you. I just want to repeat what I said on the bike. Riding here is, it really comes down to the service department, that you gotta, it sells the bike. I'm gonna get this thing really going first. I can't say more about this dealership. Fine guys, fair price, good product, and product meaning the service. Motorcycles are motorcycles, or vehicle is a vehicle. The company that makes it is like, Kawasaki is made in Japan, or most of them is all made in Japan. You're going to get a stellar bike anyways, but after that you need to be able to keep it on the road and keep it legal, and I'd highly suggest these guys. Morning. Making a video. So yeah, see, they even know me, and they know that I smoke a pipe. They don't probably know my name. I don't come here that often for them to know, but as soon as they hear it, they know it. So come on down, give them take a look. If you have a bike, you need a service place, it's worth a couple miles drive to get people that you know and trust. So it means a whole hell of a lot. So I'm going to sit here, finish up this pipe. They'll come out, take numbers on who's here. So it's so cold, my nose is just running the whole time. There's two bikes that have shown up that are now behind me, so that's cool. I'm not suspecting anything wrong, but I sure as hell don't want to have to take an Uber home, because the W800 doesn't have a wide presence here in America, so they're not going to have the parts, but they'll have to order them. And oh, you know what I have? George Bruno. Oh, it's so small. Right here. George, thank you. You've taught me a lot about relationships with women and getting through a divorce. You showed me a couple days ago how to trim the mustache, but this pocket hat, game changer. Game changer. You can slide it in your pocket, take it out when you get off the bike. Wonderful things. So I thank you, sir. Actually, he's pretty much the OG that got me into pipe smoking. Saw a couple of his videos while he was out in the Van Gogh room. sitting there smoking a pipe, and I said, well, I'm turning 50. 49, as everybody also knows. I picked up the pipe on my 49th birthday and haven't looked back since. What an amazing hobby. And as we go into that, I can't say for the pipe community, Lady Fire of Lady Fire's Kitchen and Flat Cap Piper, he lost his wife, Lady Fire, and that's going to be a big loss. Kind of why I picked up pipe smoking, or I picked up motorcycling, and I started to pick up more hobbies in life, was you only live once, and you better enjoy it. So sitting on the couch was never my thought, but when I got injured and I got laid up, I realized that in life you only live once. And there was a point in time I thought I was never going to walk again. I went in for that back surgery, and I'm like, well, that was the last time I might have wiped my ass for the last time. Anyways, Flat Cap, I've sent my energy to you, and I hope you're doing all right. Lady Fire was a special woman. Never met her, never met you even, but we've spoken, we've talked, we watch each other's videos, and as a person that started to learn video editing and got into the community of pipe smoking and motorcycling online, for 3 years I watched Flat Cap and Lady Fire do videos and do special events, and one hobby has brought, you know, one another into a community. And live life. Don't make life live for you. I don't know if that makes sense. One of my kind of favorite sayings is, I'm making life work for me. I don't know if any of that makes sense. So I'm gonna sit here and smoke the rest of this pipe, as everything's gonna quiet down now, and I could have done the video right now, because now you could probably hear me. But that's the life of motorcycling, is there's always an engine running, and if it ain't running, you're washing it or fixing it. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm waiting for the door to open and him starting to walk towards me. So let's go back to the Milan. Pure pleasure. It is a pure pleasure. I mean, I like it, so. Smells good, tastes good, smokes good. Brand new pipe. Smokes great right out of it. I got to stop chooching though, because chooching on the pipe can damage it, especially the first time. But I got like 35 pipes, so what does it matter? But I think I bought this for I don't know, $20. Maybe I should change my name to motorcycle tobacco pipe rider. I don't know. I'm not going to. I was trying to make it funny. See, there's the door. Oh, he does even know my name. All right, I'll be back. All right, well, that was easy. It was always pleasurable to hang out with the guys. I'm just going to tell you, the service department, above and beyond personable, very real. Guys, they can handle the women too. I'm just saying. They tell you everything that you need to know. They're honest, and again, they're just a great group of people. So if you ever need to buy one, you speak to Brian. Brian was my sales rep for my concourse, and just spoke to him for a little while I was waiting, and you know, spoke to the guys in the back, and you know, organizing for the concourse to go in for the big service. And so, you know, they said right now it's getting towards the springtime. You know, they might have 1, 2, maybe a 3-day wait for big services, but other than that, they're pretty quick on getting you know, your bike back to you. So, and that's hugely important when you're you know, reliant on a two-wheel transportation. You need to have a service department that understands your needs and your wants. I'm 99% motorcyclist, so you know, I can't go a week or two without my motorcycle for a service. So you know, some people even tell you a month, and you're like, a month? You know, my bike doesn't work or whatever. Luckily I have multiple bikes, but you know what, just if you need a bike over here, you're over there in Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Chesapeake, if you're up here on the Newport News, Hampton, Isle of Wight, Williamsburg, come on down here to CCC. You won't be disappointed. He did remind me, it is a new tire, so I got to be a little bit easy on this. I'm gonna sway it back and forth, see if I can scruff it up a little bit. They say the first 100 miles after a new tire, you should be okay. I smell the marijuana. Somebody in front of me. 3 or 4 cars. Actually, it's in the 3 cars. Alright, well, this is the the new bridge. Getting onto it, it's a bit hard. Oh, good God, they have a lot of work to do. Mother of God. Somebody hates my nuts. The ex-wife trail right here. That's what this is. Just beat your nuts up. Uh-oh. Microphone just dislodged with me trying to wipe my nose. I'll try to see if we can fit it between my cheeks, so if my audio is all effed up, and now I know why. Well, bike's passed inspection, new tire on, and almost halfway done with my chores list this morning. Got to go pick up some cowboy boots. You might see that on another video. Well, no, you will see that on another video. So please go over to CCC, Cycle City Corp, Newport News, Purchasing one, speak to Brian. Say Blake said hello from Blake's Pipes. And then if you get service done, I think you get 10% off. I don't want to tell you anything that's not true, but you get a percentage off your service. But I will tell you, the guys over there aren't going to let you down. They're not going to stray you in the wrong direction. They're not going to do work that, you know, that you didn't need. Embrace the suck. All right, this is for Rev Bomb over in England. Virginia State Inspection is them checking headlights, stoplights, taillights, license light, signal lights, and other lights, reflectors, brakes, tires, wheels, exhaust system, mirror, horn, glazing, fuel system, steering suspension, frame, and coupling device. So those are all checked, and it's only for $12, and that's for a year inspection for over here in America. So just wanted to get you that information because I don't know what they check over in England. I know you can fail. They don't check like license plate. Obviously, we have small license plates for motorcycles, but England, they seem to have those huge ones, and then people edit them down to the small one, and I guess you guys have to switch them out. What I don't see on here, I'm sorry, it does have horn. So, anyways, that was only for you there, Rev Bomb. Hey Blake, you should have fucking taken off your gloves, dude. Makes this whole thing a lot easier. Try to take a piss with your gloves on.